Right now, inside your body, something is keeping you alive that you never think about. Your cells are being fed every second, quietly, without you noticing. But what happens the moment that food stops coming? Not for a diet, not for a few hours. What if you simply stopped eating completely and we watched what your body does next? Because your body has a plan, a strange, ancient, almost desperate plan. And it unfolds in stages, hour by hour, day by day, each one stranger than the last. This is what happens inside you when you stop eating. Let's begin a few hours after your last meal. Right now, your body is calm. It's still living off the food you already ate. That food became glucose, sugar, floating in your blood, and your cells are burning it like a fire burns dry wood. A hormone called insulin is in charge here. It's the manager that takes the sugar from your blood and hands it out to your cells. Everything is easy. Everything is fed. But your blood only holds a few teaspoons of sugar at a time. Within 4 to 6 hours, that supply starts running low, and your body notices immediately. The manager steps back. A new system wakes up. For the first time, your body has to ask a question it asks every single night while you sleep. Where do I find energy now? The answer is hidden in your liver. Your liver has been storing a backup fuel called glycogen. Think of it as a small pantry of sugar, packed away for exactly this moment. When food stops, your liver quietly opens that pantry and begins releasing sugar back into your blood, drop by drop. This keeps you steady. You feel hungry, maybe a little irritable, but your brain still has its sugar, and life goes on. The problem is, the pantry is small. For most people, the liver's store lasts somewhere between 12 and 24 hours. By the end of your first day without food, it's nearly empty. And now your body faces a real decision. The easy fuel is gone. Something much bigger has to change. This is the moment everything turns. Around 24 to 48 hours in, your body does something remarkable. It changes what it runs on. It stops chasing sugar and turns to fat. All that fat you carry, the fat people spend their lives trying to lose, is actually a giant emergency battery. Your body starts breaking it down and burning it for energy. But there's one organ that's fussy. Your brain. Your brain normally refuses to run on fat. It demands sugar. So your body invents a workaround. In the liver, fat gets converted into something new, tiny fuel packets called ketones. And your brain, reluctantly at first, learns to burn them instead. This is the switch into a state called ketosis. Your breath might turn slightly sweet or metallic. Your hunger, strangely, begins to fade. Your body has accepted the truth. No food is coming. We survive on ourselves now. Here's where it gets stranger. With food gone, your cells begin a kind of spring cleaning called autophagy, a word that literally means self-eating. Your cells start hunting through their own insides, finding broken parts, damaged pieces, old worn-out machinery, and breaking them down to reuse as fuel and raw material. In a strange way, your body becomes its own recycling plant. The garbage gets burned, the useful pieces get rebuilt. This is one reason fasting fascinates scientists. This cleanup may help cells stay healthy. But don't be fooled into thinking this can go on forever. Autophagy is a survival tool, not a magic trick, because behind it, a countdown has already started. For days, fat keeps you alive. Days turn into a week, then two. A healthy body can survive a surprisingly long time on its fat reserves. Sometimes, many weeks as long as there is water. But fat is not unlimited, and as it runs lower, your body is forced into its final, desperate option. It begins breaking down muscle, turning your own protein into sugar to keep the brain alive. At first, it protects the most important muscles, but slowly it has no choice. It takes from everywhere. Your muscles shrink. You grow weak. Even your heart is muscle, and even the heart is not spared. This is the line between fasting and starvation. One is a puz. The other is your body consuming the very machine it needs to live. In true starvation, the end does not come from hunger pain. It comes quietly. Once the fat is nearly gone, and the body is breaking down its own organs, the heart weakens, the immune system collapses, and something small, an infection, an irregular heartbeat, is enough. It's a sobering thing to realize. The same body that can survive weeks without food is running a constant, invisible negotiation to keep you alive, spending itself piece by piece, in a careful order, buying you time. Every stage you just heard, the sugar, the pantry, the switch to fat, the self-eating, the final sacrifice, is happening inside a system far older than you, built to carry you through the worst days our ancestors ever faced. So the next time you feel that small pang of hunger, remember what's waiting underneath it. A plan, ancient, patient, keeping you alive in ways you never asked it to. Your body is full of these hidden machines. And there's one question that's even stranger than this one. What happens inside your brain the moment you fall asleep? That's where we'll go next time. This was Doodle Anatomy.